All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Dash for the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the men of the Lord, prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom Barakathum. And a quick lesson here, man. You see the title here: Dollar Purchasing Power plunges. Inflation up 6.2% for urban wage earners, 6.9. So it's up for people in the cities, higher. It says highest in 40 years, most monstrously overstimulated economy ever. Now, one of the main reasons I want to bring this out, man, because man, through the spirit, lots of judgment is starting to go out, man. You know, there's a reason why we get on these videos. We warn, we watch, we look out for things. Articles, things in the news. All right, we give you our context. We give you our spin on it. Filtered through the scriptures, man. Because if y'all can't tell, man, the Lord is getting ready to move, man. Honestly, things like this, it seems like inflation's up 6.2%. Like, what big deal? But you got to realize we're about to come into a time where we're in a time right now. This number is not ever gonna go backwards. All right, we're at the point where this thing is gonna continue and continue and continue, and eventually it's gonna start touching people, man. All right, and when I say touch, it's gonna hit your pockets. All right, when you gotta choose between groceries and rent, then you're gonna start to realize that this place is not all what it cracked up to be. Okay. And not only that, but we've been telling you the truth. And then Esau's going to come in with that solution. And it's going to be that MOTB. All right. He's already tested you with who's going to get the whopper. You know what I'm saying? And it's behooving of you brothers and sisters that are listening, man, to heed. Because once the Most High closed those doors, man, that's a wrap. Let's read a little bit of this. It says the broadest consumer price index spiked 0.9% in October from September, and by 6.2% from a year ago, the highest since November in 1990 and since 1982, according to data released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, man. So these are a bunch of graphs kind of illustrating it. You can see these big spikes. It was down here in 87, and it jumped up in 88, and again around 92, 93. All right, and then 2021, look, boom, it's spiking back up. Now, you might look at the graph and say, oh, it looks fairly in line. We've had spikes before, but you got to realize everything. These are percentages, like nominal dollars have gone up consistently while wages have stagnated, So every year that goes by that's going on, 1% going up hurts way much more, And you about to have Esau wilding out about this thing, Everyone's complaining about it. Why? Because they just had a pandemic, lockdowns, record unemployment. People are in recovery, man. Some people had to get an eviction moratorium so they wouldn't lose their homes. Let's get a few precepts. I'll make this quick. Lord willing, it says, I'll get Proverbs 11 first. It says, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. And the reason I bring that out is because this U.S. dollar is a false balance, man. Consumer pricing indexes. The fact that Esau runs an algorithm that tells you what prices of things should be instead of letting the market decide, he'll try to control it by increasing the money supply, printing dollars. All right. Investing them in certain sectors where it benefits only a small group of individuals, That's a false balance. And he's the one gotten rich and richer, all right, all of these years, while Jake has constantly had to struggle. Jake been getting a raise every year but still can only buy the same shit. I remember when $12 an hour was like a lot of money. I was like, woo, man. When I was like 16, $12 an hour, man, that was That was over 15 years ago. $12 an hour would have been man. I would have been balling. But now, man, you try to make it on $12, man. You can't even sustain yourself. Salakia. Let alone a family, you know. Don't let an emergency happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's bullshit. Because the longer you work or contribute in a market or a society, the more wealth you should be able to have, the more money you should be able to save. Things should get cheaper over time, but instead they increase over time, and then your wages stagnate over time. You know, this is why this is written in James 5. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten." All right, and that goes to this dollar again, and this dollar is trading all over the world. All right, there's a $70 trillion global GDP, 70 trillion in circulation of U.S. dollars of the global economy, I should say, and 70% of that is in U.S. dollars, man. You know, that's why Esau can put sanctions in places on like Iran and Russia and all of his enemies, quote unquote. It just shows you the dollar it's bullshit. It's witchcraft. You know, it says your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Why? Because Esau is thinking he's getting the upper hand on the other nations, when really the other nations are getting the upper hand on America, because America doesn't produce anything. All right, America is 5% of the population, yet it consumes 25%. You know, so it consumes amount, 5 times more than any other country. You know, and where is everything manufactured? In the land of America's enemies, like China, all right, the Middle East, Iran, those Middle Eastern companies, you know, countries, Elam, you know, and Ishmael, they don't fuck with Esau, man. You know, he's a means to an end. That's why it's written in Obadiah 1:7 that they that eat thy bread have laid a wound underneath thee, you know? And it's basically saying the same thing here. It says, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. All right, meaning your shit's gonna go up in flames, man. It's gonna burn up. You know, this dollar could crash pretty much any day. It says he have heaped treasures together for the last days. All right, why? Because he's buying, you know, weapons, means of war. You know, it says and war is how he's kept himself rich, how he's kept himself in power, man. Just being in perpetual war, you know. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. All right, and that's what you're seeing basically, like in articles like these. But this is the beginning of judgment, man. Brother just sent out a video of a guy just getting hacked up with a machete, man. You know, spirits for vengeance, created for vengeance, going to be out here. All right, some people just gonna die of famine. You know, they're gonna die in the cold. They're gonna be get ripped apart by wolves. You know, just struck by lightning randomly. Some people gonna spontaneously combust. You know, some people just gonna die in their sleep by a demon. You know, just gonna grab their ass. You know, just take your spirit to to the spirit world. All right, there's lots of judgment going out, and this is the beginning of it, because it's gonna hit America as a whole. Okay, it says, "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped your field, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord Sabaoth." Now that's the elect crying, all right, which is us. Now I bring the scripture out a lot because, you know, we foresee that this dollar is about to be one of the main catalysts, man, of what? The MOTB, which is prophesied in Revelation 13. Because that when that dollar goes away, it's game on. Get ready to see this guy move at lightning speed on you jakes, man. He's going to be moving very, very quickly. The scriptures speak about he knoweth that he have but a short time. Okay? And believe you me, that's gonna play out very, very soon, man. It's written. You know? It says, "Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and have been wanton. Ye nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter." So a lot of these people are going to be all happy-go-lucky, thinking everything is all good. They'll look at graphs like this and go, "Oh, big deal. It's happened years and years ago," and not realizing that that spirit of mirth that they can't snap out of is going to cause that judgment to be that much more worse. You know, what did the scriptures say? You know, as a message to the elect, man, because you're gonna see chaos, happening, man. You're gonna go into grocery stores, shelves are gonna be cleaned out. People are just gonna stop paying for shit. They're just gonna just run in that shit and take it. Second Ezra speaks about, uh, that your neighbors coming against you. You know, nation against nation, man, for the lack of bread. All right. All right, but Isaiah 33 and 6, he says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation." All right, so this wisdom is gonna be what keeps us sane, man. All right, we're gonna know that the Most High is gonna make a way for us. We're gonna see these things when everyone else is panicking, and believe me, the panic is getting ready to set in soon. And once panic sets in, um, it's contagious, man. There's a reason why the scriptures tell the men of war, if you're fearful or faint of heart, to go back home. Why? Because if you're faint of heart, you can't be in the military camp. All right? Because that fear is contagious. And that's what's going to happen here in America. That fear is going to set in, and everyone's going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to be anxious. All right? But us, the men of the Lord who have the truth, we know the scriptures. We have this, Isaiah 33 and 6 again, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation." We understand the Lord is gonna save us, man. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So us fearing the Lord, doing the work, we're gonna have confidence and surety that the Most High is gonna look out for us because we're doing the right thing, man. We honestly are. Warning you, watching and warning our people, man. That's a righteous thing to do. Although men fall short, you know, that the Most High knows the spirit of the righteous men, and He's gonna have mercy on us. Now, what is part of that wisdom and knowledge that's gonna stabilize us? Well, I'll get this as the last precept for this. This is Job 5. Um, and 20, it says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death." So in the middle of a famine, he's gonna deliver us, man. He's gonna bring us food. Okay, we're gonna have people bringing stuff to us, animals. All right, our path is gonna be directed, and we're gonna encounter food, water, whatever we need at that moment. All right, while all hell breaking loose everywhere else. It says, "And in war from the power of the sword," man. So race riots, mass violence, people getting judged, thrown off of buildings, shot down, cut open, ran over. We're gonna see that firsthand, but that we're gonna be delivered from it, and we gotta have faith, brothers. Verse 21, it says, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue," and that's Esau's tongue, because he's gonna demonize us, you know, and he's gonna make us look like outsiders, like terrorists. He's gonna try everything he can to bring the rest of these zombies, I should call them, against us, man. It says your own family and friends too, by the way. It says "Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh." That's how confident we're gonna be, man. The Spirit is gonna be on us so heavy, we're gonna be rejoicing when all of this goes down. All right. It says, "Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth." All right, we're gonna be out in the wilderness with bears and wolves and mountain lions, with no fear, walking around. They're gonna be with us, man. They're gonna give us intel. They're gonna, we're gonna be good, man. All right. It says, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field." So even the stones, even the rocks, is gonna be with us, man. All right. It says, if you can receive it, because that's heavy, man. That shows you the entire earth that we created the earth, really, because the earth wants us to win. You know what I'm saying? The stones and the animals and everything wants Israel to win. All right. Actually, I'm gonna get that real quick. Everybody's banking on us to win, man. We just gotta hold out. All right. This is Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. So the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth. That's creation, man. The ocean, the earth, the animals, the trees. Scripture say the trees are gonna rejoice when this guy goes down, man. It says, "For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope." And that's the elect. Because the creature itself shall be delivered from the bondage of corrupted into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. For we know now that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And that until now time period is coming upon us, man. So everybody wants us to win. That's why the stones are going to be in league with us. You know, that's why the Most High is going to have our back. You know, and I kind of went off on a side tangent from this dollar crashing or inflation setting in, but this is the beginning of plagues, man. You know, when the scriptures liken the day of the Lord to birth pains. You know, when your woman, you know, is pregnant, she starts having her water breaks. The contractions are light, and then they get heavy and more intense and more frequent. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you, Akim. It was on my spirit. Hopefully, y'all brothers were edified. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rachakodash Wa Abba Babal Yashalom.